Welcome back, everybody. We got some exciting news today about Japanese Weiss-Schwarz trial decks for Chainsaw Man. We do not have any information on the Japanese booster boxes. We do not have any information when it comes to the English release. We know there will be a release. We just don't have any info. It's just a waiting game at this point. There will be 50 cards per trial deck. We got informed about the special cards inside of this. So these numbers at the top where it says 20 types and 20 parallels, that could actually change. We have two super special rares or SSPs. Keep in mind, I did say SSP. They feature Denji and Power. In the Battle of Waifus, that means Power has overtaken Makima. We also have two overframe rares, 16 triple rares, and a question mark on super rares. They weren't listed, and I feel like maybe they'll put one in there. Who knows at this point? Right now, we're sitting at 20 and 20. I like their poses going on. The only bad part about this, as you know, TCG was excited but disappointed at the same time, was the background. This background is on an SSP card. You would think with an SSP, you would go the distance and put something fantastic and beautiful looking. We have plenty of examples throughout time of SPs that had really nice backgrounds to go with it. And if you do a quick Google search of images of Power, you will notice the second one on the screen is actually that same exact pose there. So we took her and dropped her on some gooey background. I don't know what's happening on that background, but that's what we got. I do like your signature though. I always like the heart. I like when girls add the heart in there for their signatures. Just a personal preference of mine. We have these cards. Lately, we've been seeing a lot of backgrounds with signatures on trial decks that kind of look like this. You'll remember, I didn't put it in here, but you have Attack on Titan Final Season. That wasn't all the greatest either. But keep in mind, those are SPs, not SSPs. I mean, what were you thinking? You were going to get something like this as your SSP? Yes, I thought I did. I thought we were going to get it. If you were going to give us an SSP, it should look like this. Obviously, Denji doesn't look like that. Well, he didn't have a shirt on. So you got that. You just got the male version of this right here. But he wasn't sweating. What are the rates going to be? Obviously, I do not know. I will put this asterisk out there now. I am a guy that is just guessing. I'm a dude that has a lot of guesses. I could be right. I could be wrong. If you overbuy, if you underbuy, don't blame me. That is your choice. I did not push the button when you went to order it. Okay, so my guess on what's going to happen here is you see that this right here, this Poolside Temptation Toru, do you remember the drop rates for it? One per case. And what did it also have inside of there? OFRs. OFRs. Yes. So going back here, we have two super special rares, two overframe rares. So my guess on the case rate will be one super special rare, meaning on average, you will have to buy two cases to actually pull a Denji and a Power. I mean, you could always get two Denjis, you could always get two Powers, but I'm thinking you need at least two cases. Remember what I said, if you overbuy, if you underbuy, that is not my fault, that is on you, okay? There is going to be those OFRs. You have 16 triple rares, which should mean you'll get one triple rare per trial deck. And if they slide in a SR in there and all, you should get that as well. Okay, so that is what I'm guessing the case rates are. They could differ in the future when people open it. We also do not have any information. You can see Chainsaw Man booster box off to the left. There is no date on it. So I wouldn't go nuts and buy everything on the trial decks because there will be a booster box coming. Also, if you are listening to this, more than likely you play in English. There's people that play in Japanese as well, but you're probably playing in English, which means remember there is an English release coming out soon. My plan for all of this was to get one trial deck, maybe one booster box of the JP just for opening, just so that I can have it. That was my goal. Because when you think about it, not everybody's rich. Not everybody's got playing money. Some people got $200, some people got $100, some people got $50. Keep that in mind. So when we talk about this, let's say you got $200 to work with. do you really want to buy $100 worth of Chainsaw Man for Japan and then $100 in English? Or would you rather have $200 of spending power for English? Some people will do 200 for JP. Some people are going to take their money and gamble it, hope they get the SP, sell it so that they have money for the English. It does happen. The FOMO, the hype, you got to get in it. It's the right now. I don't like double paying for sets unless there's something I really see in it. And that something was these other cards in it. I mean, Chainsaw Man was a really cool anime. I did a bunch of those episode recaps on it. It was a lot of fun. So cool. Love that anime. So I want to go back and watch it. But this is what hurt me. This is the one that I want to go back and buy more when I saw these cards. I'm like, oh, geez, screw that. I'm buying more of the JP, but I'm not. I'm telling myself right now, I'm either going to do the 1-in-1 or none at all. I'm really excited to get this. I love Pochita, man. I really hope that there is a signed card for Pochita, or at least some really nice images, custom images. I doubt it, but that is the actual hope. I love this scene. I should have said at the beginning of this, spoilers potentially by what you're going to see, but this is what you're going to get. This right here, I don't think is anything spoily-ish for anybody that's watched the anime. I don't think there's too much in here on the screens, but one of the things that TCG talked about, I've said in the past, I really loved the data bullet when they had the triple rare where there was a signature for Kurumi and there was one for White Queen. I think it would be really awesome if you do actually have some of these cards where you have multiple actual signatures on it, right? So you have the Power, Denji, we have Makima, we have Kobeni, we have Arai. I mean, to have all those different ones on there would be really cool. Can you imagine 5 signatures on that one in the bottom right? I think that would be so awesome to actually get on a card. Imagine how that would even look, right? People are happy when they get like magazines or flyers or anything like that signed by multiple people in a group, band, team, whatever. How cool would it be to actually get a card that has all of that in there? Maybe you'd have to make the signature a little bit smaller, but really nice. I like the idea of it. So hopefully, since we've already seen what's coming out for the trial deck, we can get that for the booster box maybe. I hope we see this card as well on there. I love that. It was a fun time. Gonna stop there. Last thing I want you to do is, if you have not checked out Burn 1, check out this video. It features the podcast Resurrection episode 5. Dean comes back from Japan. And in here, the reason why I'm saying this is partway through the podcast, Dean talks about his experience in Japan with Weiss Schwarz. He's talking about Rebirth for You, Build Divide, Blau, Shadowverse Evolve. This gives you an insight on what's actually happening in Japan when it concerns these games. So anybody watching this video that is a collector, that is an investor, or potentially a player, you might want to listen to it. It's very important, I believe. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't think so. So check him out. Give him a like. I guess you give him likes and subscribes. Yeah, subscribes. I keep thinking in my head, follow. Where's follow from? I don't know anymore. We have last bit here. If you ever need to reach me, here is my info. There's email, there's Twitter, there is my anime list profile. Also, if you're looking for cards or sealed product, there is my TCG player link. It's in the descriptions for all of this info on this page right here. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Please be careful with this Chainsaw Man set. It is really easy to just blow all your money on it, but remember, keep the eye on the prize. If you want to play Chainsaw Man in English, it is coming. Don't gamble away what money you actually have for it. All right, check you later.